What's up, everybody? It's the Digital World Podcast. And boy, oh boy, folks, I mean that in and of itself is telling. Now, as we start off a new week, first day of the week, Sunday, um, we see where things are headed, and these next videos are gonna illustrate that point. But I've been banging on the door and saying that this year was going to be a pivotal year. Kristalina Georgieva of the IMF said this year, medicine policy will become economic policy. And as we head into more of these crises, you're going to notice that the discrimination factor will become even more prevalent. And you'll see disease become more rampant. They're saying, I believe in one of the videos I showed you guys, the WHO director or one of the, people working with the WHO said that because of what's going on in Russia, it's more likely that we'll have these, common diseases that are, suppressed right now and under control become more rampant. Tuberculosis, right? Other stuff like that. Now, this should be of no surprise, especially with given the fact that you hear of all these labs that are located in, and I'm not gonna get into much detail because the overlords are watching and listening, but you guys know what I'm talking about. The different labs in certain country, and whatever they've been working on, who knows? If it's unleashed, who knows the disaster of diseases that it can cause. Nevertheless, I digress. What we're going to see is raw materials. It's going to be essential. And I talk about this all the time. Doesn't matter how much paper money you have, doesn't matter how much crypto you have, and how much gold you have. If you don't have food and a shelter, it doesn't matter, folks. Everything else becomes secondary. Okay, food, water, and shelter are the staples of this channel. And you need all these commodities that make up everything that we use or eat. You need them. Listen to Putin himself say it. Take a listen.
Повторю, серьезный удар нанесен по всей глобальной экономике и торговле, по доверию и к американскому доллару как основной резервной валюте. Так нелегитимные действия по заморозке части валютных резервов Банка России подводят черту под надежностью так называемых первоклассных активов. По факту и США, и ЕС объявили на самый настоящий дефолт по своим обязательствам перед Россией. Теперь каждый знает, что финансовые резервы могут быть попросту украдены. И видя это, многие страны уже в ближайшее время могут начать, уверен, так и будет происходить, конвертировать свои бумажные и цифровые накопления в настоящие резервы в виде сырьевых товаров, земли, продовольствия, золота, других реальных активов.
Real assets, tangible assets. And a lot of people have been sounding the alarm, blowing the horn on this. So don't be that individual that thinks that you're gonna outsmart these people. I mean, you go ahead by all means, right? But one of the things that the people have been following this channel know is if you don't have something tangible, well, good luck having any access to it, because if it's all online, they can block you. Or if there's a cyber attack, it's gone. But if you have it in your sole possession, it's something you can tangibly hold in your hands or touch, then it becomes harder to take it away from you. Another thing is, this is setting the way for CBDCs, because you're not going to be able to depend on the fiat money anymore. So they're going to have to come up with a solution that's reliable, trustworthy, and that can still be utilized by the people who and that the people will have full confidence that it can't just be abandoned and basically become worthless. Now this is they're gearing towards UBI. Through UBI they might enforce their CBDCs, but this is what's happening in California.
So today we're announcing a $9 billion tax refund to tens of millions of Californians. $400 for each registered vehicle that an individual owns, up to 2 vehicles. That direct relief will address the issue that we all are struggling to address, and that's the issue of gas prices, not only here in our state, but of course all across this country. This direct relief is on top of the $10+ billion that we have distributed over the last year with the Golden State stimulus. So all told, close to $20 billion of direct tax relief here in the state of California. And by the way, we're building on this direct tax relief by also providing the opportunity for transit agencies to provide upwards of 3 months of free public transit, and also accelerating efforts to increase investments in pedestrian and bicycle safety. So today we're...
Yeah, well, that's only going to exacerbate the problem. Hello? The problem isn't creating more, or it isn't that there isn't enough money. Yeah, you can print all you want, right? Now you have more supply, but still the same demand. The problem is you can't print food. Hence, all this extra money chasing the same amount or less goods and services creates a vortex of doom, essentially. Folks, it's not going to end pretty. So beware. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe to the channel. This is the Digital World Podcast, and I'll see you in the next episode.